People like playing Sombra. Don't you worry your pretty little head. It's all part of the plan. What plan?
I knew it. Something seemed off, and nothing was making sense.
Hey man, been looking for you. Where you been?
Well, I was leaving Overwatch headquarters the other day.
Hold up, man. What were you even doing at Blizzard headquarters?
That's not important. What is that I overheard the big boss man talking about Sombra's ban rates being part of the plan.
What plan?
Exactly! That's what I'm trying to figure out!
Bro, how long have you been in this room?
I'm not sure, but I know I'm on the edge of cracking this.
Cracking what?
It's simple. We have to start where it all began. In 2016, Overwatch was released, and the game absolutely exploded. People loved this game. Not only bringing an entirely new genre to the gaming scene, but bringing hundreds of thousands of people together to play this one game. But to keep this game relevant, they needed to release new heroes. And people were thrilled to hear that Blizzard was going to be doing this. There was only one thing that the community asked for Blizzard not to do.
I don't know, not to rush too many heroes out?
Nope.
Maybe not to make them OP?
No. The community asked for them simply not to release an invisible hero. But that's exactly what Overwatch did. 7 months after the release of the game, they released Sombra.
Huh, I don't remember her coming into the game so quickly.
Now, this didn't exactly hurt Overwatch at the time, but this is where they planted the seed.
Pause, bro. What seed? What are you even talking about, man?
When Sombra was added, her ult was the EMP, which is not too different from how it is today, but with one key difference. It destroyed shields. Who else had a shield? Brigitte.
And Ryan, and Orisa,
And who is known for the downfall of Overwatch 1? Brig. And on the same patch that Brig was added, they added a permanent invisibility to Sombra, putting the final nail in Overwatch 1's coffin.
Why would they purposefully make sure their own game doesn't succeed?
That doesn't make sense, bro.
You're right, it doesn't. At least not yet. But if we're to follow the trend of sevens.
What trend? There's no trend, bro. 1-7 is not a trend. No, it may be 2, 3, 4 more times, but not 1-7.
7 months later, Sombra was released. There are 7 letters in the word stealth, which also happens to be her passive ability. How many letters are there in passive? 7. 7 times 3 is 21, which is exactly how many heroes were released on the official launch day. 17 heroes were released in Stadium. If you remove 1 from that, that's 7 again. 7 is the most powerfully magical number. 7, 7, 7, 7. It's all here. It's the pattern of sevens. Now, if we follow those sevens, we go 7 years after the introduction of Brigitte, where does that put us? Right here, right now, 2025. Exactly 7 months from when Sombra was released. Now, this is as far as I've made it, but I know I'm so close to figuring this out.
Stop! You don't understand how crazy you sound right now. You went from Sombra in 2016 to Brig because Sombra's ult gets rid of Brig's shield. There's more shields in the game than just Brig's. But there is no evidence that proves anything here. Let's go outside, touch some grass.
That's it. That's the missing piece. I saw a clip a couple days ago. It didn't make sense at the time, but now it does.
The entire culture of this game right now has become really fucking toxic. And I'll tell you what's happening. All the disgruntled Overwatch people, mostly. A lot of the toxicity over there is kind of come this way. And it's not really there at the moment. I went back and I've been playing a lot more, and all of a sudden it's been kind of nice.
Not really there at the moment. He was on the right track, but I think he missed it. This is what Overwatch had planned. Overwatch knew exactly what they were doing. Not only were they bringing in all of these toxic players that wanted to play Sombra, then they poisoned the water and made it so they couldn't play Sombra. Overwatch didn't just plant the seed for their own game to succeed. They manufactured the poison for their competition. They waited till Overwatch had a true competitor to release the poison that they had created through the toxic Sombra players.
Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Either that or they just finally started listening to the community and it kind of worked. Hey, what's oh.